starting group. Trae Young is out there with Johnson. Then there's Riley. Then it's Sarr. And it's Koulibaly in at small forward. And for the Lakers, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. LeBron James is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Now, here's Doncic. In the corner, Smart with it. From outside, off the mark. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Knicks. Riley passes it to Sarr. Reeves against Young. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Young. Johnson against Reeves. Now Sarr. Koulibaly finds Young from deep. It's hauled in by LeBron. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic looking it over. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it, but hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Now, here is Young. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Here's LeBron. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. He gets that one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Young dishes to Johnson. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Washington.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Young. On the wing, Koulibaly. Johnson outside. Young looking around. 5 to shoot. And again, Washington with the triple.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
And Doncic gets it to go.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Sarr, the pass to Young. Sarr with the screen on Doncic. Great communication on the alley-oop.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr. in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And the Wizards with possession following the three by the Lakers. And the rejection by Eaton.
Lockdown, rim protection from Aiden, rising at the exact right moment to deny that basket.
Reeves with the screen on Riley. Steps back. And taken away by Johnson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Young, right side. Riley with a screen on Doncic. Out to the right wing. Puts up a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Reeves. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Doncic finds Reeves. Shot on the wing. Misses off the right iron. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons in Detroit. Pass to Young. Back to Coulibaly. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got his fourth assist in this one. Doncic outside. From deep, Reeves. Washington with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game play.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Outside for Smart. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Wizards leading by 7. Young in the corner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
The first one falls. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Take a look at the Wizards. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
And seeing where the Wizards are, they know the time to flip the switch is now. This final month for them is all about playing their best basketball. Let's see if they're able to pull it off.
Now, here's Ayton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards. See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly...
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Goodness. Sarr is a different type of athlete.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. 11-point game. Pass to James. Reeves outside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Nothing seems to be going his way. this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
With the step back. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by James.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Young passes to Johnson. Back to Young. Pass to Koulibaly. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Washington leading now by 14. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Ayton. Now Koulibaly. Koulibaly with the screen for Johnson. Pass to Young. Pulls up. Again, the Wizards score.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 10.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Young pass to Sarr. Johnson against Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Shot by Johnson, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And Doncic throws it down.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Free throw good, Sarr. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Washington leading now by 15. Pass to Champagnie. Drops in the tray.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
The Lakers shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. Count that one.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
1:56 left to play in the first. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Young. Over Doncic. Young's shot is off.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
On the wing, Doncic. Got a hand on it.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 16. Doncic outside. Takes a 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. Into the lane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. And then for Washington, Gill is checked in for Sarr. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Reeves with it, defended by Young. On the wing, Reeves. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Here's Gill. It's Young on the wing. He's defended by LaRavia. Pass to Carrington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Young against Reeves. Now Hachimura. Kennard for three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And so it's Washington. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We'll return shortly. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
We've got Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Right wing. And that one's good. Hardy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent, Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back over to you guys.
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Up top, Reeves, defended by Carrington. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Kennard. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got 6 points.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
There's the drive. Hardy. The layup missed. Lakers trail by 11. Now Hachimura. He's covered by Gill. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And he knocks down the first one. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh, the mid-range shot has always been Hachimura's best weapon, but he's adapted and has become more consistent beyond the arc.
Here's Gill. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York. To the inside. To the paint, here's Hardy. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Laravia, the bounce pass. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Wizards leading by 11. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Vukcevic, covered by Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Hachimura. And here's Hayes. Here's Reeves from outside the arc. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Gill against Hachimura. Here's Gill. Scoreless thus far. They set the pick. This one for 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Lakers trail by 17. Pass to Hayes. Lakers working the ball around now. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, in attendance here tonight in Los Angeles, Peacock rapper Sway Lee.
Yeah, Kevin. And of course, Sway Lee big on hoops in general. He's big on streaming 2K and loves to play pickup ball.
That free throw good from Hayes. Los Angeles making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Then for the Wizards. Riley's checked in for Gill. Koulibaly comes in for Hardy. And Trae Young subbed in for Carlton Carrington. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Young over to the wing. Riley passes it to Young. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Laker Girl.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sar's checked in. Top Reeves to the right side. Always going up for the alley-oop here. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 5 points in the quarter.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Young passes to Sarr. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 18 points.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
Sarr in the high post. Hayes on him. Pass to Koulibaly. Shot clock at 5. And Riley gets it to go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Smart. Still without a basket. Hachimura finds Reeves. Outside, Smart. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Not giving an inch. Smart with the answer 3.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Sarr. The 3. Rebounded by Smart.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Reeves. And here is Hachimura. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And Doncic with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Sarr with the screen on Reed. Koulibaly with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Pass to Hachimura. Stripped it away. And here we go. Washington fast break. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Austin Reed. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Sarr. 13 points in the game. Johnson outside. Here is Riley. Here's Young. Here's Koulibaly. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Down by 12. Now here's Doncic. 32 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And you have to mention his impact on the defensive end. Came up with 3 timely steals in that one as well.
Now, here is Young. Lets a floater go. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Outside, James. Back to Doncic for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low, taken away by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
I wouldn't want to be that rim. Goodness, Ayton knows how to attack something with force.
Pass to Koulibaly. Johnson sets the screen for Young. No good from outside.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Young outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. So it's the Lakers now. 11-point game. LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. From downtown. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's Luka magic. Taking a difficult shot from deep range and making it look easy.
Sarr with it. He's covered by 8. Young for 3. Again, Young missing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumping.
Ayton a screen on Johnson. From deep LeBron. The rebound by Young. Wizards leading by 8. Riley passes it to Sarr. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Young. Shoots the 3. Again, Young missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Ayton throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The Wizards shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Pass to Riley. Back to Young. 3-pointer. Another miss by Young.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Koulibaly with the steal. High post Johnson. And is out of bounds. Last touch by Young. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You take a look at Los Angeles. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And I think for the Lakers,
they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And a wide-open look for James. Los Angeles with another miss. Washington leading now by 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Young in the corner. 3-pointer. Lakers with the rebound.
And that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Well, the Wizards shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Pass to Young. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Up and in on the layup. And now a 10-point Wizards lead.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Young against Doncic. 4 seconds left. No good on the shot. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the... He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open. Pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trae.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Wizards.
Their efficiency on offense has been off the charts. Credit them for coming out and executing.
The players are happy. The coaches are happy. Let's see if that sticks in half number 2. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Riley is out there with Alexander Song. Then it's Koulibaly. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Johnson in at the 2 guard.
That's what Trae Young plays with.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Trae Young at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Young.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
And so Young nails them both. Lakers trail by 12. Reeves outside. Pass to Ayton. And here is Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 33.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Now here's Johnson. Now Sarr. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having 2 guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Back over to you, Kevin.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Young, following the 3 by the Lakers. Floats it up for Doncic. Smart against Koulibaly. Rebound by the Wizards. Koulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the wing right side. Riley kicks to Young. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Luka bullies his way inside.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Tries from 10. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young against Doncic. Outside, James. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging 39 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Johnson outside. Six on the shot clock. A floater. Count it. Good. And the Wizards lead by 7.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Now Johnson, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Johnson against Doncic. A shot by Johnson, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 7. Here's Doncic. Doncic showing his strength.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Johnson outside. Doncic against Young. Pass to Coulibaly. Here is Riley. Young outside. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
The first free throw is good. At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
He doesn't get the second one.
I think everybody knows how good LeBron James is, but the thing that makes it remarkable is the longevity of his talent, and he is still leading the way for his team.
Now, here's Johnson. Back to Young. Lets it go with the 3. And another miss by Washington. Lakers trail by 4. Now, Doncic, 37 points for him. Great open look there. Smart's got his second bucket tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron James.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Johnson. Now Young from past the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Now, here's Doncic. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Young outside. Back to Sarr. Over Reeves. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by Young. Young's got 9 assists now tonight. Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. For the tie. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Off target with his 3. Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Reeves. There's the triple. Connects from 3-point range. Reeves has got 6 here in this quarter.
Their offense gets that much better when the D has to pay attention to Reeves outside the arc.
Now, Sarr. Nice ball movement by Washington. Young, no good.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now, here's Smart. He has 6. Back to Doncic. Kicks it out to James. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. The Wizards with another miss. The Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And Ayton throws it down.
What goes up, Ayton will throw down. They knew just when to pass him that ball.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for the Lakers. Hayes comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Hachimura in for Austin Reeves. And a switcher also for Washington. Carlton Carrington's checked in for Young. Washington trailing. Johnson outside. Sarr sets the screen for Johnson. Five on the clock. And the layup is good. Johnson's got the game tied up here for Washington.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Hayes. LeBron outside. In the corner, Smart with it. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, Smart is money when the shot is in rhythm.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Washington with the ball after Luka Doncic's miss. Coulibaly with it. 12 points for him. And here is Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
The 3 from LeBron. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got 8 rebounds in this game. At the elbow, it's Sarr. Pass to Johnson. 13. Again, Johnson missing. The Lakers trail. Now here's Smart. LeBron outside. Fade away. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight. Wizards have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. Off target from three-point range. Lakers shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. James gets inside and finishes.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Johnson. There's the three. Hachimura grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. Hayes the pass to Doncic. .121 left to play here in the third. LeBron against Riley. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing. Oh,
yes! And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
All right, fans. Here comes your Lynx.
And the Lakers with some changes. Jake LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. Luke Kennard comes in for Smart. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. Kennard finds Hayes. And here's Reeves outside. Rebound by the Wizards. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be the third of this 6-game road trip.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Pass to Gill. Here's Vukcevic. Lock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. 16 feet away. Kennard with the rebound. Fires from way outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Jackson Hayes, Jake LaRavia out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Reeves in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here's Kennard, and the 3 ball is good. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
It's Young on the wing. He's defended by Reeves. Young against Reeves. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hachimura. And another basket for the Lakers.
The more he hits the mid-range, it makes him that much tougher to handle.
Reeves against Young. And the 3 off target.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Here's Young. Rui Hachimura picking up that last basket. Again, Young missing.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Kennard finds Reeves. Back to Kennard. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wizards trail by 7. Pass to Young. Here's Gill. Now Carrington. Drills it from outside.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Reeves. Now here's Kennard. Defended by Carrington. High post Young. Here's Vukcevic. Covered by Hayes. Pass to Carrington. 6 to shoot. Here's Vukcevic. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Hachimura the pass to Laravia. And they pick up 2. Laravia's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Champagny. Count that bucket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. With some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Smart comes in for Luke Kennard. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. And a change for the Wizards. Sarge checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their 3-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, Allie, thank you. You're smart. And a miss there on the triple. Wizards trail by 4. Young outside. And there's the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 27.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Kleber finds Doncic. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Doncic has got 41.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Pass to Champagny. Young outside. Throws it up high, and Sarr throws it down.
It's almost too easy for the rookie. Sarr, he just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Kleber with a screen on Young. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound, Washington. Here's Champagny. It's picked off. Here's Hachimura. And Vukcevic pulls it down. The Wizards have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The score now all even. 23 points for Alex Saw.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Washington with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's Vucevic. Pass to Young. Shoots over Doncic. Again, the Wizards score.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
Doncic. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Sarr with a screen on Doncic. And Washington again with the bucket.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Hachimura. In the corner, Smart with it. Hits it from three-point range. And the Lakers lead by 1.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Carrington. Guarded by Smart. Good on the bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the pick. Pass to Vucevic. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Vucevic. Now Carrington. Young outside. Sarr sets the screen for Young. Offline with his 3. The Lakers leading to the middle. Kleba kicks to Hachimura. Bangs on the trifecta.
And the coaching staff loves it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
Pass to Sarr. Buries it down low. Sarr's got 25 points.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
On the wing, Doncic. And here is Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Hachimura's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. Wizards trail by 5. Now, here is Young. Pass to Vucevic. Now, Sarr. Nice ball movement by Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Young from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Here's Hachimura. Smart outside from deep. And there's the 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's hear some noise.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Jake LaRavia. Koulibaly up top, guarded by Smart. Now Zar, and stolen by Ayton. Now Smart. Now Ayton. Reeves fires. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 5. Now Young. And yeah, it's good.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Doncic against Young. Doncic powers it home.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And down goes the free.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From 10 feet away, no good. Washington trailing. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Smart to tie it up. Koulibaly. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead basket. Now Reeves. 1:06 left in the fourth. Smart outside. 3. Good.
Oh, once again, Marcus Smart rises to the occasion and delivers. It's an absolute clutch bucket.
Outside Koulibaly. The 3 is off.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson over to help. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton, taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Now Zar. It's good.
And this kid has star written all over him. Sar putting the league on notice.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line for Los Angeles, Valkyries.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
15.
Johnson got it.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Shooting for Johnson. At the line for one.
And the free throw, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. The fourth team foul. At the line for two, LeBron James.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton. Taking two shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And he drives in. Count it.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for Los Angeles, taking two shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Young! Down it goes for 3.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Austin Reeves. Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm
when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Luka, in the end, you guys managed to protect home. We know how exciting this game was to watch. What was it like to play?
I mean, it was, intense. I appreciate the crowd was in. They're amazing fans. They always are here for us in the loss or win, so I just appreciate them. And they just lift us up.
It's all for the fans, guys.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.